Hello everybody watching this video, my name is Respawn. Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins, where in the last video we went and left off feeding the Archdemon and pretty much getting ready for our celebration. Now, it has genuinely, honestly, and hilariously been about, I don't know, 2 weeks since I recorded the last video. It's been a while. I was really ahead of things. I had a really busy couple weeks and stuff like that. So luckily the celebration week kind of just sit down, enjoy, and see how it goes. Actually, I should probably go ahead and talk to Alistair real quick, because that was the one I really wanted to do. And then talk to Wynne probably as well too, please. I'm quiet, my bad.
The odds were completely against one of us actually getting to the Archdemon. But of course you would make it. I knew you would. I just don't understand how you're still alive. I guess Riordan was wrong?
I guess he was. I guess so.
Grey Wardens haven't arrived yet from Orlais, but they've already been sending questions. I guess it'll be a mystery. Speaking of mysteries, where did Morrigan go? She vanished right after the battle. No goodbyes or anything.
I don't know where she went, but I'll find her. She doesn't want to be followed. I don't know. I'm not sure I want to. I'm not sure where she went, but I'll find her.
Yeah. Sticking around. It's up to you, I suppose. I don't imagine she'll be easy to find if she doesn't want to be. At any rate, I'm looking forward to meeting the rest of the Grey Wardens when they come. We'll need to rebuild, right? And if I don't get the chance some other time, thanks for everything.
No thanks are necessary. This is hardly a goodbye. This is hardly a goodbye.
I don't mean it like that. I'm not about to lose a friend like you. But who knows what's going to happen next. I'll let you get to your adoring public. They want to see the hero of Ferelden, and who am I to keep them waiting?
Alrighty, can I just sit in the throne now, please? Can I sit? Can I sit and look cool? No, okay, never mind. Probably should have just gave myself the throne and been this ultimate hero type, but whatever. Okay, there, where is Wynne? Is Wynne around here somewhere? Oh, that's Shale?
How incredible that it survived. It has exceeded my expectations.
Shale, I think you're, I'm not as squishy as you think.
Apparently,
you don't look right, buddy.
Thankfully, it appears to be the exception when it comes to its kind. Otherwise, I might be forced to revise my opinion completely. But it is time for me to find my own way. Its quest is done now, and thus it is less interesting than before.
Well, glad to hear it. What are you gonna do now? Hey, you're my golem. You're my golem. Good luck with that. Oh, glad to hear it. Yeah.
Perhaps I will meet it once again in its travels, or perhaps not. Either way, I wish it well.
You didn't look like you came back from the battle to in good shape right there, buddy. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, Shale. I don't even know who that is. I'm not gonna lie. That's Lelena right there. All right, can I talk to Lelena at all?
So here we are.
Even though I didn't really use you at all.
Won the day, and how he takes his bow and exits the stage. A fine ending.
But this isn't a play. But does the hero get his girl? But I'm not going anywhere. You should be taking a bow with me. But this isn't a play.
Isn't it? We had danger, we had victory, and many characters. Truly, I could not have borne witness to a better play had it been on a stage. You know, I can't help now but think of my vision. The Maker sent me to help you, and look what you did. It's a miracle. It truly is. I've been asked by the Chantry to return to the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I need to make sure it's protected. Maybe pilgrims can even begin going there again.
Do you need any help?
Oh no, you have your own things to keep you busy, I'm sure. It will be a grand adventure of my very own. I'm looking forward to it. At any rate, you should get back to the celebration. We can speak another time.
Okay. Anybody up here I can speak to? Okay, all right, we're good there. Anybody there? There's Wynne. That's who I want to talk to.
The hero of Ferelden. My. How does it feel?
They should have thought of a better name. It's a little strange. They could have thought of a better name.
Nora's idea, I understand. The girl does like to get to the point. But it's not so bad, is it? A blight defeated with the other nations barely becoming aware. Who could ask for better?
I didn't do it on my own.
I don't think many heroes ever do. I'm glad not to be on the receiving end of all this attention myself. I say, let the young have their fame. Not that I've gone without notice. Irving asked me to take over as first enchanter, but I don't wish to go back. Not after all this. Instead, I've decided to accept a position here at court. There's not been a mage advising the throne for a very long time.
Happy to hear that, Wynn. And what I asked you to say?
She seems willing to consider the idea of improving the lot of mages in Ferelden, and I am committing to seeing that happen if I can. I understand you are remaining in Denerim, so we will likely see each other a great deal. I look forward to it. For now, I imagine the hero of Ferelden still has much to do. Good luck.
Well, nice to be having you around then, Wynn. Ogren, you annoying MFer because you took Alistair away from me. What are you doing?
Than I thought. The ale up here is actually good. Orzammar ale tastes like dirt in comparison. Probably because they put dirt in it. Go figure.
That's all you do. Drink, enjoy yourself already. I see. I think you might go back to Marissa. Doesn't mean you're staying here. Enjoying yourself already, I see.
What we went through, I think I've earned it. I think you've earned it. So I guess you're staying here in Denerim? Unless my hearing's bad, which happens.
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm thinking I'll stick around myself, at least for a bit. I got offered a spot in the human army, and not as a mascot either. You know, these humans aren't bad for all their long legs.
Fair enough. Done a venturing, they'll need a cannon fodder. They need some cannon fodder, I take it.
Ho, ho, ho. You are a funny, funny man. And since we're more or less done adventuring for now, I wanted to say you're all right for an elf.
And you're alright for a dwarf. And you're a drunken slob. It's good traveling you. This isn't goodbye, is it? And you're a drunken sorry slob. But you're alright for a dwarf, I guess.
Yes. I don't come by friends very often. I'm glad to call you one, Warden.
Alright, anybody else to speak to right now? Arcanine! Was that my Arcanine? I don't know. Arcanine, buddy, where are you? Whatever, it's fine. Alright, out to my amazing fanfare.
Ready, my lord? The crowds outside are getting restless.
Yes, I am ready to go. Restless? What am I supposed to do? Yes, I'm ready to go.
I'll take you there now. Follow me.
In the months following her coronation, Nora proved herself an adept ruler. Trade agreements with other lands quickly brought new funds to the royal coffers, and with them the queen saw capital rebuilt. Their army was restored, laws were passed to encourage freeholders to produce sufficient harvests, and plans were conceived for a university. Okay, am I clicking through this? Okay, good. I was like, please don't let this be on a timer. Despite Logain being executed in disgrace, Queen Nora insisted on building a monument to her father, overlooking the Orlesian embassy. The statue was largely ignored, save by Nora herself, who voyaged out to the statue once a year to place flowers at his feet. As the years passed, Nora continued to rebuff the advice of Ferelden's nobility, requesting that she remarry. Though prospective suitors from other nations visit Durenium from time to time, the Queen only comment is that all of them fall far short of the bar measures them against that of her father. News that the urn of sacred ashes had been found in Ferelden did not spread outside the Chantry until Brother Traventi made an announcement several months after the defeat of the Darkspawn. The manuscript detailing his research and his experience with Andraste's cult drew huge interest among scholars throughout Thedas. Some years later, the Chantry announced that a resting place in Andraste's ashes has indeed been found. They were located, however, in ruins that were also the lair of High Dragon, thus proving too dangerous to approach. Many made demands to secure the ashes so that the followers could undertake pilgrimages to partake of the healing powers. Following numerous failed attempts to deal with the dragon, the beast finally flew off to another haven, but leaving the mountaintop sanctum in ruins. An evacuation found no traces of the urn. People began to doubt the ashes had ever been found, while others claimed that the cult of Andraste's followers stole them from the temple. Still, others say that the Maker himself removed the urn, deeming mankind unworthy of it. For now, what happened to the urn is simply unknown. Following months of grim effort, the Templars cleared their last remaining spirits from the Circle Tower, making it safe to rebuild a home for Ferelden's Circle of Magi. Rumors of what happened increased the common folks' distrust of mages, and more than one young apprentice claimed to encounter mages that thought long dead still wandering the Fade. Once the tower was rebuilt, the Knight Commander Grigor stepped down from his post and retired to a life of private contemplation as a brother in the Chantry. As health failed over time after refusing treatment, he perished his sleep. Knight Commander Colin was said to be more strict and less trusting of the mages even than Grigor was. He ruled the circle with fear. With the slaves shut down in the alienage, a lot of the city-born elves improved for a time, but food shortage years later forced Queen Anora to come down hard on elven rioters, in an act not quickly forgiven as the sign tensions between elves and humans were far from resolved. Cheyenne continued to be an outspoken member of the alienage community, and in time became the new elder. That outspokenness earned her frequent trouble, but served her people well. Arl Eamon returned to Lettercliff, beginning the long task of rebuilding. He found the village already busting and eager to leave behind the memories of those terrible nights facing the undead. Lady Isolde bore her husband another child, this time a girl. The birth was difficult, however, and Isolde died in Eamon's arms. He named the child Rowan, after his own sister, and raised her with a loving hand. When she began to exhibit affinity for magic at a young age, he gave her over to the Circle for training, but continued to visit her and loved her no less than before. The Dalish elves prospered after the siege of Denarium, having earned much respect for their part in the battle. For once, human lands welcome wandering folk. The new keeper, Lanaya, was respected both amongst the Dalish as well as the Ferelden court. She was a voice of reason, and other Dalish clans would turn to her to help to resolve disputes with human folk. In time, many Dalish clans moved into new land provided for them in the south near Ostagar. Wary of their human neighbors, however, tensions soon rose again, and only Keeper Lanaya's leadership kept peace alive. In Omazar, Keem Balin quickly proved himself a reformer. Trade with the surface lands increased, and caste restrictions were loosened. The casteless were permitted to take arms against the Darkspawn in exchange for new freedoms. For the first time in generations, the line in deep roads was pushed back, and few things were reclaimed. Balin's reforms quickly found him enemies within the warrior and noble caste, however. In several assassination attempts, the assembly was dissolved. The king then ruled alone. Some say as a tyrant, others said as a visionary determined to drag Ozamar into the modern world. Brother Burkle's new chantry in Ozamar drew a surprising number of converts among the dwarves. They quickly attached a great deal of anger from more conservative quarters, and before long, the assembly severely restricted the Unstra students' rights. Brother Burkle resisted and was slain while being arrested during a peaceful demonstration in the Commons. The assembly claimed that it was an accident, but news of the resulting riots reached the chantry in the surface, where the Divine even contemplated a new exalted march. The dwarven mage Dagna ultimately completed her studies and rebuilt Circle Tower. Eventually, she published a comprehensive theory of how lyrium vapors related to the supply of magic. It gained a great deal of attention. Although the Anvil of the Void was destroyed, rumors about the location crept into Ozamar. Years later, thanks to the defeat of the Darkspawn on the surface, a few determined smiths managed to locate the Anvil's remains. They examined ruins of the Anvil, and, upon returning to Ozamar with their findings, convinced the Shaperit to attempt to recreate the Karen's research. A new golem was created, bound with a spirit taken from the Fade. The golem immediately went insane, killing several shapers before it was destroyed. The researchers branded excessively dangerous and sealed away. Whispers of existence circulated throughout Ozamar, however, and demand among the smith cast to reopen Carrion's research refused to abate. As good as her word, Morrigan disappeared once the Archdemon was slain. Someone of Morrigan's description was seen traveling alone months later, heading west through the Frostback Mountains, and she may even have been with a child. There was no word of her after that. With Flemeth dead, or at least gone, the chances of tracking her down were slim indeed. One cannot help but wonder, however, what becomes of the child? What were Morrigan's plans? These questions must remain a mystery for now. The companions had traveled with Xerox eventually scattered in the four winds, drawn either by their personal duty or by call to further adventure. The hero remained in Denarium, a celebrity amongst the commoners and a fixture at the court, at least for a time. As the blighted lands began to heal and the Grey Wardens slowly built the Order of Amerithane, they discovered that the fight against the Darkspawn has not yet complete. Though a horde was routed and has dissolved upon the Archdemon's death, many of the powerful Darkspawn survived the organized roving war bands that preyed both upon the land and upon each other. These war bands spread havoc and some have even journeyed west into Orlais and crossed the Shining Sea by the deep roads. They proved incredibly difficult to wipe out. But these are tales yet to be told. This tale ended when Xerox sank his blade in the Archdemon's head and destroyed it forever. However, it was not the last Ferelden would hear of him, however. Dope. God, it's kind of cool that, like, I wonder how many of those stories I could have flipped into having, like, really good endings and stuff like that compared to, like, some tenuous and interesting endings. I kind of like that they weren't, like, fully resolved endings, though. Like, it's, all peace all throughout the course of the land. I kind of like it didn't end like that. Whether that was by my own doing or just automatically what BioWare set up as, like, things don't end peacefully anyways. So I kind of appreciate that there's a little bit of Still just a little bit of tension because that makes it feel a little bit more real, and also makes it feel like there's way more adventures in the future for myself if I wanted to, like this character of Xerox or whatever. So I appreciate that, like, it kind of is like, you know, leaves it open in terms of like there's still way more adventure to see. And of course there's some DLCs and stuff like that too I haven't gotten to, but that was awesome. I have loved this game greatly. Can I didn't mean to skip all that. My bad. Other campaigns, what does that say? Witch Hunt, Dragon Age Awakening, the Darkspawn Chronicles, Elena Song, the Golems of Amarak. Yeah, so we still have a few campaigns to go ahead and do. What happens if I click resume? Okay, yeah, it just puts me here. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But we still have a couple of campaigns to go ahead and do. A couple of them being prequels to the game. I think Lelena's Song is a prequel and something else is a prequel. I believe Dragon Age Awakening and Witch Hunt take place after the story of the game and stuff. So I don't know about the Golems and I don't know about the Darkspawn Chronicles, but there's definitely plenty of more campaigns and stuff like that to do. I need to figure out exactly what they are though. Was there anything in particular that I missed that I could have done? Or anything crazy? Because obviously also we'll do this. I like how I'm not logged in this entire time. I should probably log in at some point and see if there's anything else going on. Post coordination, post campaign, epilogue, autosave. Yeah, just a lot of that kind of stuff. My God, I had a ton of saves. What's the earliest save I have still? Jesus, I can't believe they actually held all of those. Oh God, all the way at the beginning of the game, pretty much. Elven rooms and stuff like that. Switch character. Yeah, I don't have a different character. So I ended up Dalish Elf Rogue. I ended up at level 19 post coordination. 36 hours it took me to complete this game, the main campaign. That is nuts. That is genuinely nuts. Let me look up and make sure the best order of the DLCs, because what we may end up doing is Dragon Age Origins DLC order. Please. Let's go ahead and take a look. Lelena's Song and A Tale of Ozamar are prequels to the main story, so I'd play Lelena's Song to reveal her backstory and Tales of Ozamar before starting a Paragon of her time. I don't think I have those. Wait, what's the downloadable content? Download progress installed content? Warden's Keep. Oh, these are all like DLC things? I didn't even realize. Warden's Keep, some of the Dragon Age Origins contain a redemption for this code content. Okay, yeah, that's for like all that kind of stuff. The Stone Prisoner, Witch Hunt, which I think is Morgan. A Final Confrontation with Morgan. Never Follow Me. Yeah. Includes a powerful rewards that transfer into your Awakening and Origins progress. Yeah, I think Awakening. The Archmagician lies dead and is still coastal. I'm pretty sure, yeah, brand new contain 5 new party members plus the return of an old favorite, 6 new specializations, nearly 70 new player abilities. To begin this adventure from okay. So God, that's nuts. Okay. Feast Day Pranks. I don't even know what this is. Okay. Darkspawn Chronicles. Play as the Darkspawn in the city of Denerim. I get some. Okay, that's kind of dope. Witchcraft for Awakening. Okay. Standalone adventure in which he plays Lelena during the mission and betrayal. Alright. What I think we may end up doing then, I'm not entirely sure yet. So apparently it is specifically the Darkspawn Chronicles. Wait, no. The specific canonical order: Awakening, then Golems of Amarak, and then end it with Witch Hunt. So if you want to transfer your Warden through these campaigns, you have to play them in this order. So we have to go. You said Chronicles first? No. Awakening first. Dragon Age Awakening, then the Golems of Amarak, and then that. Darkspawn Chronicles is an alternate universe story. They're the Darkspawn 1, and you play as the Darkspawn. I play that either after everything or completing Origins to prevent any stores. So I'll probably do that at the end. So Lelena would be the one shot. There. If you're a dwarf or if you're a dwarf noble / commoner, I'd play it before starting the main game. Okay. So what I think we'll end up doing, I'm not sure yet, but since we didn't really play as Elena, I have no sort of connection or anything to her right now. So I think we'll probably end up skipping the whole Elena song thing because there's no real point because I don't have a connection with her. It'd be different if it was like a, you know, a Winds thing or an Alistair thing, but we have no connection to Lelena, so I don't particularly see the point of doing that. So I think what we'll end up doing is we'll do Dragon Age Awakening, the Golems of Amarok, and then Witch Hunt, and then finish off with the Darkspawn Chronicles. Lena's song, if you guys really want at the end, we may go ahead and do that, but it really doesn't seem much of a point since I never actually like played with her really at all as my part of my party or anything else. So I think that's going to be the goal. So I think the next one we're going to start with Dragon Age Awakening, import my character, and see what the hell's going on, because apparently that is genuinely like another full like game of content apparently worth to Awakening. So I have no clue how true that is, but I think when I looked it up previously on like how long to beat, I think it's genuinely like another 12 hours. I want to look that up while I'm with you guys. How long? So that's why I'm not nearly as sad about beating the game right now, because I know that's not like, we're not really that close at this moment in time. Let's see, Dragon Age. I wonder what I compare to for how long to beat. Dragon Age Origins is normally 40.5 hours, so I was actually a little quick to that. All right, and the Awakening is another 13 hours apparently. So yeah, that is an entirely new campaign. That is absolutely incredibly nuts, and I love that. So we'll go ahead and do Awakening, I believe, in the next one, and then we'll do like Witch Hunt and all that kind of stuff. So, well, should I even rename the series to Awakening? Nah, it's still Origins. We'll see how I feel next time. But otherwise, I appreciate y'all for hanging with me throughout the entirety of this main story and all 91 parts. Here's to another, like, probably 25 more, which is genuinely insane. And then we still have 2, 3, and 4 to play. God. All right. Other than that, though, let's say thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, enjoy. It's great. Appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.